All right, it's another Tuesday night here at the Final Whistle. I've got my crew with me. I'm going to put a final bow on the show that was the Homecoming Fiasco last Saturday night against Boomer Sooner. Man, we're going to talk Ty. Where does the Bama offense go from here? Can they get back on track? And where's Hollywood, man? That's a question amongst many, even those that aren't Tide fans when they play Alabama. Where's Hollywood? And then, man, talking about these special team concerns because it keeps rearing its head. Guys, man, ain't nothing to do on a night like tonight but dive in and talk about it. But before we do that, we got to get love to the people that keep the lights on here at the Final Whistle. And that, oh, gosh, dog. Oh, there we go. Sweet. That's the title towel. Look, man, it's not too late. This season's not over. Still got a playoff berth to go. Steam can still get hot. So don't waste time and let's get that title towel because there is a wave rising in the South and it's not the ocean. It's the title towel, the ultimate symbol of Bama power, brought to you by WhitwillSports.com. Whether you're in Bryant Denny or repping from your living room, the title towel brings the heat. Crimson bold, unapologetically Alabama. And right now you can wave yours for less. Use the promo code WHISTLE at checkout and get 20% off at WhitwillSports.com today. Join the wave, wave the power, get your title towel at WhitwillSports.com. All right, guys. What's up, Petty? They better. Man, let's jump right into this. Let's talk about that elephant in the room. The offensive run game got absolutely stymied by Oklahoma. Running backs can't block. Ty starts watching the pressure. Accuracy goes away, and that's what you see. Where does this offense go from here? Now, I'm starting with man right next to me, Van. How does it get fixed?
Well, I mean, it's a good question. So where do we go from here? Man, I've really thought about it a lot these last couple of days, and watching the offense go from the team's bedrock to its albatross in a matter of weeks is kind of alarming. There's so many things that can be said. It's almost a case study on becoming complacent. I can't sit here and say we haven't left points on the table all year. But like we've talked about in the past, when you're winning, it masks a lot of things. There's certain games that we should and could have won by a lot more than we have. But like most situations in life, you don't take notice of the loose nuts until the wheel starts to wobble. The offense cost us this game. Special teams helped, but the offense cost us this game. An uncharacteristic interception. I know he was pressured. Doesn't matter. Throw it away if you don't see it. That pick six was killer. Ty had his, fifth fumble of the year, 4 games straight, something like that. It's getting ridiculous there. The way the offense played, it put us behind the 8 ball early. And it clearly threw off whatever we had planned for on offense. And in my observation, we've kind of gotten away from what was working. Ty's been trending downward in a dramatic fashion, but there is enough blame to go around. His sudden lack of accuracy is concerning, but I feel like there are certain plays that you've got to put in place when a guy's struggling like this. You heard Greg McElroy, who I'm not the biggest fan of, but he was right. He said they call them get back on track plays. And I call them rhythm builders. And it kind of helps a quarterback get his pacing back. Just kind of little timing routes, little quick, easy stuff to just get a rhythm going again and kind of build his confidence up. He wasn't in sync with his playmakers either, and that his confidence is struggling right now. You could see it. He's in his own head. We should make the tight ends more of a focus, both of them. They've been playing, Cuevas and Edwards. They've been fantastic. That would help him as well because they're pretty automatic. They've been productive with the ball in their hands. I know people are going to say the run game's still bad, but it was an uptick from what we had seen the last few weeks against a really good defense. Hill's ability to create something out of nothing up the middle with his size and determination probably needs to be leaned into a little bit more. His catch ability should be scary, and we should be taking advantage of that. Some people I've heard from have said he might have some of the better hands on the team. So, Oklahoma sent the house. They were sending like 7 players sometimes, and it was rattling, Ty, and that don't help. They're hard to perform under, but there again, I talked about it last week. That's where you got to get the quick passing game in. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly and allowing guys to make plays in space, because teams are starting to sit down on the routes in the mid-range, which has been his specialty. We look at Alabama as one-dimensional because of consistent run game, but a lack of deep ball has really painted us into a corner now. So it's going to be up to Grubb. It's going to be up to Ty. It's going to be up to everybody on the offense to try to do some things to spread teams out. Because the offense did cost us this game, and they will continue to do so if we don't fix it.
All right, Lee, you've been quiet.
I think this all depends on how much time they want to actually spend in the football field doing football things. Until they want to just concentrate on football, you're going to get a lot of the same result. So they don't want to keep the main thing, then I guess they're not going to keep the main thing. And they're going to keep getting these results because this is just one big, massive evidence that they were unprepared. So until they feel like changing that, we're going to get the same thing.
Yep.
I am with you on the thing. Look, man, we're in the 11th hour of this season. I mean, you are what you are at this point. There's no you're not fixing your run game against Eastern Illinois. That shit ain't happening, because whatever you see Saturday is not what you're going to see against, Auburn's defense can present a lot of the same problems that damn Oklahoma did. So, you're going to be dependent on your defense a lot. Again, there was a stretch, though, where, Bama won 4 games in a row against ranked opponents, and it was a grind where the team was trending up and looking good. It's in the bag, but there's definitely, you mentioned it, Van. There's a loss. When you're not getting protection, you're getting hit, and Oklahoma's pinning their ears back, and you're getting no protection in the backfield, and you start watching the rush instead of the play in front of you. That means you've got less time to see the play in front of you. It means you're going to be less accurate. It means you're rattled. And we hadn't seen that really since Florida State, but we saw it the other night. And that's kind of concerning at this time of the season. This ain't the time of the season to revert back to everything that you felt like you fixed after week 1. So it's kind of shocking. It's a shock to the system again. But you again, this Eastern Illinois, I hate this damn game, because this isn't it shows nothing. You really do nothing. It's a walkthrough that you're trying to not get any injuries in and just have more points at the end of it, because you're not going to get better in this thing. So yeah, man, where does the offense go from here? It better find the mojo it had in Athens. That's it. Because if not, the Achilles heel that got exposed Saturday is going to get exposed again real quick in the playoffs.
Before the playoffs, if we're not careful, Auburn's toting a pretty good defense.
Yeah, that's getting look. You're going to the Plains. It's weird, but they're not. They're still. Auburn's got problems. Look, you can't go down to the Plains and beat an interim coach, DJ Durkin team. There's problems, but yeah, man. I get it. That after what you saw Saturday night, if you've watched football at all this year and you hate Auburn all you want, that defense of front 7 of theirs is about the damn same as what we just saw. So, it could get exposed real quick. Got to get it quick. You better. I mean, it's get right time. But man, and look, I get the despondent. I know Lou is ready to shoot fire and brimstone all over But the season ain't over. It really ain't. I know, look, the possibility of this team winning it all, if you're real with yourself, unless you're the deepest in your heart of heart Bama homers, I'm not – this is not a championship team right now. But it's not over. You got to find some damn way to get yourself off the mat, and that's one thing. If you've got any damn crimson pride in you, you better be able to do, especially against a team like Auburn.
And I've seen it mentioned in the chat by Latoya, by Nick Saban Jr., by a couple different people. We're gonna have to shorten some of these routes up and get that quick passing game going. Use it as an extension of run game. I've been saying it for half the season, and I'm still saying it. Like something you can get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and use it as an extension of the run game. And every once in a while you're gonna bust one loose with the kind of athletes we've got at wide receiver, but these long developing pass plays ain't it, man. Not when he's under pressure like this. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
It doesn't matter. He's not hitting the check down either way.
I mean, I don't disagree. His accuracy is a bad way, and he's got tight ends sitting out there in the seam, man, wide open, real estate all around him, and he ain't hitting them. He's looking past them, and then he's having to run for his life, and they're right there. You're not wrong, Lou.
We're too late in the season to be having any of these conversations, guys.
You're right.
I mean, we got one SEC game left. One.
Oh, that's in the 11th hour. Yeah.
We're in the most cursed place in America. Playing on a team that doesn't do well on the road, playing with the quarterback that looked like he just saw a dragon on Saturday night. So
I don't. It's perplexing. This team's
perplexing. It is.
I mean, to believe in them is one thing, yes, but I mean, they have to give evidence that they believe in themselves. We can't go out there and do this shit for them.
Nope.
We could talk ourselves who are blue in the face, but at the end of the day, if they're not willing to put in the time and do it, then it ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
And they have done nothing to show me that they actually want to do anything about it. I mean, they let somebody come in there and just push all over their home turf. Like, I know everybody says we need to move on, but I mean, if you're not willing to defend your home, like, I'm just saying.
No, I get it. It's the same argument I hear people saying that they'd rather us not play in the SEC championship and it'd be easier run in the playoffs because that's one less game. Because if we lose it, we don't get to the playoffs, or you're more beat up if you do win it. And I say that the hell with all that. I mean, I get strategically it's the better move, but don't you want to be SEC champion? Ain't that what you play in the SEC for?
I think people need to pump the brakes. We need to focus on winning this weekend and then beating Auburn before we start talking about the SEC championship. How people start talking about an SEC championship after a loss is just asinine to me. Like, there's so much other stuff we need to be worried about, like winning the next game before we start talking about December.
Oh, yeah. You look, by all accounts, we should beat Eastern Illinois to death. We all know this, but any given Saturday, man, I was a teenager when I watched Appalachian State beat Michigan. They were a top 10 team at that time. I've seen weird things happen in college football, and if you come in there with your head down, looking at the last game or looking ahead to the next opponent, and you play sloppy in that game, it carries over. Even if you win, it carries over. Playing sloppy has repercussions too. There's a lot of things on the line, and Lou, you're not wrong, man. We need to focus on what we got coming up, not worry about down the road. But it's an argument I've been seeing, and it kind of aggravates me. I don't like people's not wanting to compete. So what if you get the SEC championship and lose and don't get the playoffs? Then you wasn't a playoff team. So be it. There's next year. But take some pride in what you do and play for the SEC championship. I would want to win that if I was a player. That's just me, though. It's a weird argument. I get it strategically, but I don't like that scared mentality.
Before we move that far ahead, let's definitely put the last weekend in the past for good. Talk about it one more time. Finish it up. The fiasco is that how we got it? The homecoming fiasco. Yeah. Man, I know you got your list. Go for it, man.
All right. Well, Oklahoma is a groundbreaking musical by Rodgers and Hammerstein, first performed in 1943, that tells the story of a farm girl named Lori and her romantic entanglements with two suitors, Curly and Judd. Wait, this isn't what we're talking about at all,
Did you like that, or are you a bigger fan of Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, which if you won the
I'm a Burt Reynolds guy, so you know which way I just went.
Yeah, okay. That's where I'm Best Little Whorehouse if we're going musicals involving Texas, Oklahoma football teams.
I'm telling you, this game was so bad, I would have watched the musical. All right. I would have rather seen Oklahoma and people kicking up dust with little fake hay bales sitting around than had to sit through this game. It bothered me as a fan of football, and it bothered me as an Alabama fan. So I've tried to forget Saturday because it hurt me. Like Lou mentioned, it's a homecoming game, and we had a first-round playoff spot just over the hill. And we allowed the Sooners from Norman to roll their wagon right over our ass, and we helped them do it. Reminiscent of last year, really, Oklahoma muddied our playoff path. I mean, it's still there, but it ain't the same. We don't get that first-round bye anymore. We're in a better spot than last year, but I'm going to be real with you. If you're okay with a loss, we can't sit together at the potluck no more because that's just not my thinking. So it's game note time. So I can underwhelm everybody once again with the worst takes on football games you can hear anywhere. Pre-game, I've got a bad feeling here. Maybe it's the Pizza Hut pizza. Maybe it's the lack of sleep. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. But this already feels weird. Hopefully nothing to do with the game. Spoiler alert, it was the game. Side note, why did Brent Venerable's lips look so white? Dodging the obvious tacky joke that I would normally make here, because I've grown as a person since this morning, or at least that's what my scale said. I'm sort of concerned for his health. Maybe he was just wind chapped from a long wagon ride down to Tuscaloosa. Maybe he's dressed as the ghost of Alabama's past, here to haunt our playoff positioning once again. I really don't know where I'm going with this. I really think some of the gummies in my kids' Halloween candy might have been laced. Opening kickoff, and we see lots of Ear Brooks take it deep out of the end zone. It's a freshman's mistake. He should have fair catched it and would have got the 25. And it's okay for him to make a few because, truthfully, his light has outshone his mistakes. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and downplay how great he's been. It was a freshman mistake. Same mistake you'd see him kind of make later on punt on the punt team when he was trying to make the tackle and he just kind of rushed into the guy, didn't wrap him up. Those things happen. I'm not mad at the guy. It seemed like Oklahoma was sending so many guys at our quarterback that I had to pause it and count how many were on the field. It looked like a Black Friday sale at the mall. It was an absolute jailbreak, and you could tell it was going to be a long night for Ty pretty early. I heard the press conference all week about taking care of the ball, but is taking care of the ball in the room with us right now? No. We had given away more turnovers than Oprah gave away Pontiac G6s. And if you understand that reference, it's time to start considering signing up for AARP. Is Ty playing hero ball? Have the Heisman whispers got to him? Or are we finally exposed for what we are? And before Petty starts singing Enrique Iglesias' song Hero, let's talk about a harsh reality. Our entire offense shouldn't be boom or bust on Ty playing near perfect every week. But sadly, if you want to be considered one of the best and playing on Sundays, you have to step it up when needed. It's a lot to ask of a player, but the offense right now, until we can run the ball with consistency, he's going to have to do it. He does have some of the best receivers in football to lean on. Ryan Grubb should allow the guy to get in a rhythm. I stated this earlier, just to get his confidence back. We got to get his mojo back. There was times, and this is a controversial take, there was times I thought DeBoer and crew should have set him down for a few series to calm him down or wake him up, especially in the third quarter. Austin Mack probably doesn't have the grasp on the offense that Ty does, but he does have a stronger arm, and he might have given us the ability to open up some deep shots. It's a temporary fix. It's not a long-term deal, but sometimes as a coach, you have to make tough decisions to change the field and future of a game. And I'll say the same for Keelan Russell. He could have been slid right there too. That's not throwing the player away, but preserving the outcome for the other men who are playing hard as well. I'm way more optimistic about the offensive line on the right-hand side than I was before. Another week of practice and maybe a game against Eastern Illinois can help solidify it a little bit. I thought Formby played a little bit better. He still sucks blocking in the run game. He's still going to give up the occasional big sack, but he looked better than he had the last few weeks, and I'm trying to grab hold of something here. But I also blame Ty for not being able to throw the ball away at times. Sometimes you just got to get rid of it, man. Live to fight for another series. You can't just give it back to him. If this game isn't proof that Daniel Hill is our running back one, then I don't know what is. I'm not going to attack Jam Miller in a personal way. I think he's a good kid, good student. And I hadn't forgot the effort he's given us in his career. But sadly, more than ever, college football is a business. Athletes are receiving money, and coaches' jobs hang in the balance of those athletes and their abilities. He just isn't the same guy anymore. He doesn't run with the same intensity and physicality as Hill, and he lacks the push as well. And there again, Hill's receiving abilities put him in another world as far as playmaking. I wrote down Ryan Grubb. Dude, where's my offense? He was back in his bag this week, but it kind of reeked of desperation. It looked more gimmicky than strategic. Where were the short passes? Oklahoma had broken down the gate and were bum rushing the stage, and we were calling intermediate pass plays that took way too long to develop. I didn't think he did a good job of adjusting to what Oklahoma was doing. His quarterback's struggling right now, and he didn't do enough to try to help him gain it back. It's sort of like when a cemetery blames its rising funeral prices on the cost of living. Why did we abandon the run when it was starting to work? Ty Simpson was doing some things with his legs on design plays, and it worked. We got away from that. Unlike Radio Shack, we've got questions, but we've got no answers after this game. I could honestly turn the last bit of this into a 3-hour-long love letter for the defense and what Kane Womack and company are doing right now. We put the defense in terrible situations all night, and they stood tall and answered the bell. Special teams and offense lost us this game, not the defense. If anything, we're seeing continued improvement every single week, and they're carrying the team right now. It's been a long time as an Alabama fan since I could say that. So that's a hell of a job they're doing right there. When Kalen DeBoer sits down on Santa's knee this Christmas, preferably not a mall Santa because some of those dudes are kind of sketchy, he should ask for 3 things: a kicker, a Derrick Henry clone, and a new special teams coach. In my opinion, if we took care of the ball and do the bare minimum, Alabama wins this game by multiple scores. That gives you both an optimistic look and a grim reminder that any given Saturday, especially with 2 great teams play, anything can happen. You're not going to beat a team like Oklahoma by spotting them 17 points and repeatedly doing what's not working. You can't lose the turnover battle to Brent Venables. See last year for details. And finally, I've gone way too long already and really can't state anything that isn't glaringly obvious here. I tried to be funny, but like when Shawn Michaels hurt his back, I've kind of lost my smile after this game. We are feeling a little punch drunk on offense, and we still got a big rivalry game and potential playoff implications looming. The defense is playing its best ball in years, but we've got to have a great awakening on offense. We held Milrose's feet to the fire last year, but we're getting protective of Ty when he starts to play bad. We need to keep the same energy. He's a good kid from a good family, and he's done great things. But right now is not the time to start having a come apart. We rally now and step up to the challenge and play like we're capable of, or just become another footnote in history of teams that were forgotten. And that was my notes on that.
Dan, as always, you took my breath away.
I appreciate it, man.
You wanted some Enrique? There you go, baby. That's as Spanish singing as I get, homeboy.
I promise you I would enjoy it about as much as I did Enrique's version.
And look, we did give Milroe a lot of grief, and Ty deserves it when he's not playing good. I mean, Ty's played really well up until this point. He had raised the bar, but he's not performed to that level the last few weeks, and this last one was bad, man. It was a bad football game. Still threw for 300 yards, but it was not. It wasn't pretty. No, Van, as always, anytime you can reference Shawn Michaels or Enrique Iglesias all that in one spot, it's pretty damn good. I count that as the one win of the weekend. So
I wish people could see inside my mind sometimes. It's scary but funny.
Nah, good stuff. No, man. No, you're right. It goes all around. There's a lot of bad on it. There's a lot of problems with the offense right now. It's from the offensive line to the running game to Ty. But Lou, as always, man, we might need to switch this up and let Van go last on this segment. You get to follow up the Van list.
I don't know. Homecoming Fiasco. I think I pretty much said my feelings in the title. So, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I don't have anything good to say about what happened on Saturday. I'm not being positive about a damn thing. I'm a realist, so the offense sucked.
It did.
Flat out. They're unprepared. They look like they don't care. And that is a slap to the face of University of Alabama. That's a slap in the face of the entire state of Alabama. And that's a slap in the face of the entire fan base. And as fans, we got to remember we can't go out there and win this war for them. And they don't look like they even want to be there. So I'm not going to defend anybody that doesn't want to go out there and fight for themselves. So Saturday was a fiasco, and that's what it was. Yeah, sure, some good things happen, but like these guys, they're not children. They're men. So they're getting paid a lot of money to go out and do a job. If you're not going to do the job, then I'm not going to sit up here and pump you up with delusions of grandeur like you're doing a good job when you're not. So, yeah. You ain't getting nothing positive out of me because ain't nothing positive I seen.
No, I think Van summed it up, man. That the only thing you take, the offense squandered a really good game by the defense. But that's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Sadly,
the defense played. I mean, the defense and the second half adjustments of this defense the last several weeks have been. So yeah, it squandered a really awesome outing by the defense. That's it. I'll be honest, man. I was wrong. Apparently, Alabama beat Oklahoma in an Orange Bowl. I forgot about. But in my lifetime, so there was one. Bama beat Oklahoma once, but in my lifetime, and this started when I was in college. Bama had a home and home with Oklahoma, and we lost both those bastards.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Oklahoma has some weird. I don't know what it is. Like, y'all can get on me about this kind of shit. It's like Georgia can't beat Alabama. I don't know, man. Maybe Oklahoma's got some kind of crimson kryptonite on us. I don't.
We beat them before.
Well, I know, but here in my life, it's the only team that's won a lot more than Bama's beat them. The only team.
Josh Jacobson then destroyed that team.
I remember that.
Because that's when he
come out in the Orange Bowl.
I mean, it was in the playoffs. I'm not sure what it was, but
that was one.
We destroyed that team.
All right, that's one. The other four that I've seen, Bama lost. So that's 4-1. This is one team that I've seen beat Bama more than Bama's beat it.
No, because I feel like we beat them more than that. Pat.
Am I missing some? I may be missing some games.
You're missing some games.
We beat them like you talked about the Josh Jacobs game. We played them in the playoffs. They had Kyler Murray at quarterback then.
I think that's it, Lou. Man, in my lifetime, I think it's like 4-1.
Yep. We lost to them in, what was it, 01-02 or was it 02-03?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. Then we've
Again,
lost them in the last 2 years. And I think that's the only 5 times we played since I've been alive anyway.
Yeah. It's the only team I haven't seen Bama dominate.
And look, they caught us some lucky times in 02-03. They were top 5 consistently back then, had some great players, and we were reeling. But are we – I don't know, man. Like the last 2 years, it's just I don't understand it.
But that aside, man, it doesn't look. That's a team that's not great offensively. There's nothing else. It's over. Offense shit the bed in a game that should have won.
Nope.
And we know that I was about to say, and if anything comes down to the field goal kicker and why they put. I'm going to be nice.
Oh, we're on that. Hey, might as well bring. Hey, we're on that right now. Roll into it.
Why we put maybe the softest receiver we have returning punts? I don't know. That's not the guy I'm having back there with bullets flying at him. I'm sorry.
No.
Look, man, I love the kids. I'm not going to hammer too hard, but at some point you are what you are. We're in the 11th hour, right? You kind of showing your stripes, man. It's a one-trick pony. You throw the ball up, he'll make an acrobatic catch or two, and that's what you get.
Petty.
I'll let you go.
The kid is sponsored by freaking Nike.
Yeah.
Personally sponsored by Nike. He has custom-made gloves. So
let it rip.
Yeah, man. Yes.
He's soft.
Absolutely.
He is the softest, most overpaid player that I know of in college football, outside of that quarterback at Auburn. Yeah, man. He's a one-trick pony. You throw the ball up to him, he makes an acrobatic catch. Everybody goes, ooh, there it is. We told you what? And then they go to Facebook. All the Facebook. I love the Facebook moms. You know what I suggest, Kalen? We throw it to Ryan more. Well, if he wasn't getting his ass blown up off the line of scrimmage, maybe they would. Or if he didn't drop it half the time. No, I mean, I don't know why he's turning kicks.
Like, do people not realize we didn't have this conversation about Amari Cooper, Calvin Ridley, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, J-Mo. We never had to have these conversations. So when people start creating these narratives that, they need to throw the ball to him more, he needs to catch the ball more.
I mean, that's why I don't want to get, because I think there is a spot. The kid's a highlight reel when you throw it deep and let him jump. But I think people trying to do too much. And it's not eating your own. Look, man, the kid makes more than I'll ever make in my lifetime. If he can't take it, I'm sorry. He's in the wrong sport. He's in the wrong spot. I'm sorry. He's proven to be soft. He yelled back at AJ earlier this year when AJ called him out on the shows. And I'm sorry. What have you done since you here? I haven't seen you. We're here, or whatever it was. Like I'm not I'd said earlier, I'm not just going to hammer it. These kids are freaking millionaires right now. They can take a little bit of heat.
That's what I'm saying. That's why everyone want to come after me for what I say. I don't care. A, I don't care. B, they're making millions and millions of dollars and not fulfilling what they're contracted to go out there and do. They're not obviously spending time enough in the football facility doing football things. They're not doing jug machines. They're not running routes. They obviously don't have any type of chemistry because it hasn't shown once this season. You look at Jeremy Bernard looking at Ty on some of these miscues, and he's looking at him like, dude, what are you doing? This far deep in the season, that should not be the case. It hasn't been the case when we've had good wide receivers. I don't understand why people are just so mystified by us actually coming down and telling the freaking truth. He is not a good wide receiver right now. He's not making good. He can't block. He can't block to save his life at all. I don't even know why they even try to attempt that. He's 170 pounds. Then he can't catch in traffic because he doesn't ever use his freaking hands. He lets it get into his body. And then when he's returning kicks, whoever thought that's a good idea, Jay Nunez, whatever your name is, he's not strong with the football. So anytime he gets bumped, yeah, that shit's coming out. And when you look at Kalen DeBoer, it's like, I wonder why he fumbled. It's like, really, bro? you're setting him up for failure. He's not a kick returner. He's a playmaker. There's a difference.
Yeah. And he is that.
Cole Adams was doing his thing.
And I actually think LaToya makes a good point. Ty doesn't have the arm that Milroe did. If you're going to use Ryan, you got to take the top off with the kid because he can run like a damn deer and he can jump up and make plays. That's the one thing Milroe could do early in the season.
Time out, Petty. Time out. So let's talk about that real quick. He can jump up and make plays. Whatever contested catches he ever made?
Georgia last year?
Georgia, the dude missed jumps because if he times that jump, that's a freaking batted ball. I'm talking an actual contested Latier Brooks.
I guess it's jumping and making plays on errant throws.
But that's what I'm saying. You guys, everybody wants to say he's a down the field receiver. What play has he ever actually made down the field to give you guys that thing that he is that guy? Because I haven't seen it.
Well, that's the plays he does make.
Well, I mean, yeah, if he makes someone miss, but if someone's actually covering him, that's why he's been irrelevant, because teams have picked up on film is all you got to do is be physical with the kid, and he ain't going to do shit because he cannot out physical anybody. This is college. This isn't high school where he's just better than everybody because everyone's good at this level. Yeah. And the fact that he's not physical, yes, he is very fast and he is very agile. That's not going to get it done when you're playing college football because there are people that have figured out how to neutralize players like that very, very easily, obviously, because he hasn't been able to do a damn thing all season. Tell me I'm wrong.
Man.
I mean, you can't defend it. I mean, look, I actually wrote something down for this one. You know, first thing I put was Hollywood, not so swinging. I've been critical of this guy from the jump, and on certain fronts, I was wrong. He does some things that I think you could coach him up to be a great player. I think he's got good ability. He needs to add some weight like crazy. You know, Devontae Smith was undersized, and I kept screaming about him adding weight, but he made plays, and it didn't matter. Now he's in the NFL being kind of small, making plays, and it don't matter. So he proved me wrong. But a guy like him, where he's going to be at and what he's going to be used for, he has to put weight on, number one. Number two, should have never been back there fielding punts. Lou said it best. They set him up for failure. He's not that guy. Contact, he's gonna fumble. He's a guy that's got to get the ball in space and kind of hug the sideline a little bit because we've already seen him cough it up before. Look, he's a young dude, man. We have a right to be certainly critical of him because he's getting paid a ton of money. He's also really young, and I can't imagine how bright those lights are in Bryant-Denny when your expectations are as high as his were. And people feel like you haven't lived up to it because he hasn't. He has not lived up to it, and I can't defend that. Sadly, this is semi-pro football now. So I don't feel bad criticizing your on field performances. I mean, he's shown flashes over 2 years in like 3 games. Georgia last year, he had a good game. He had a good game against Tennessee somewhat. Everybody put up numbers on Louisiana Monroe, and he done some things against South Carolina. But there's definitely some inconsistency going on. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's distracted by his off the field stuff. I don't know if it's lack of coaching, but I mean, other guys are stepping up and playing around him. So I don't think it's a coaching thing. He disappears for stretches of games. He drops passes at a clip, man, like some good stuff he's had thrown at him this year at times, and he just struggled with it. Statistically, he's had a drop off in touchdowns and total yardage. And now there's even more talented guys around him that are eating in spite of him. His body control, though, is second to none. I've seen him do some acrobatic things at times. It's sad, really. I don't know how you fix him. Like, he's not a broken product, but he's not living up to what he should be because He's a talented kid, man. But, tallying up everything that's kind of went wrong with him this year has got a lot of people wondering if the juice is worth the squeeze kind of thing. I'm rooting for him. I wish he would become even better than we thought he would be for his sake and for Alabama's sake, for the sake of the fans watching him. Sophomore slumps aren't just for second-year NFL quarterbacks. There's a history of football. We've seen guys have an amazing freshman year and lackluster sophomore years. But I've often wondered if it's the expectations we place upon these guys through the media and the scouts and the coaches. Are they realistic and fair? Well, there again, it doesn't really matter if you're accepting the money. You got to live up to it. So time waits for nobody. And he's either going to have to be a bigger factor or he may end up transferring and doing something else because he's going to get passed by because Lou has been pointing out guys that are coming in, guys that are already there that are going to play more than him if he doesn't perform like he should. It's that simple.
Sorry, I was truly describing what the Devontae Smith really is, the difference. Devontae Smith, people need to stop this comparison right now. I'm going to end this discussion right here. Devontae Smith was an absolute junkyard freaking animal. Devontae Smith will go out and pop you. Yep. He is an asshole. He got in scraps. He got in fights, and he let the defense know he was taking it to him every time. Like, oh, it's going to happen again. Yep. Brian Williams carries a freaking stuffed support animal. We are not talking about anywhere near the light year of the same mentality of dude. Smitty held his team accountable when they weren't doing the right thing. Why do you think no one got in trouble on that team? Because people like Devontae Smith and Patrick Surtain were in everybody's ass. That's the leadership that's lacking on this team. Ain't nobody want to check nobody in this locker room because they're scared about their feelings. They're worried about the money. This NIL shit, again, is coming back to haunt us because now we got a kid named Hollywood Williams who America has labeled Alabama's best receiver when he ain't even performing at a number 3 level.
Nope.
But yet here we are. We put all these crazy expectations on an 18-year-old kid. And everyone acts surprised, but this is Alabama. We do that all the freaking time.
Nope.
Waddle, Ridley, Cooper, just the recent ones. And they answered the tone. So I am not going to go light on somebody when I judge everybody the same. They held the tone. They did the jugs. They weren't all in the media. They weren't doing commercials. They weren't doing podcasts. They were at the football facility because you know what? You ain't there to be a freaking social media star. You're there to play freaking football. And I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it until they keep the main thing, which is freaking football. Football. I don't give a damn about anything else in your life. Football. That's the thing that Saban could get to people. He would make football the only freaking thing that mattered. Until people get that same mentality, we're going to be looking at the same type of crap.
Not much more to add. I am with Van. I'd like to see it. I think the kid's unbelievably talented. I'd like to see that switch turn on. I don't know where it is because you do.
I'd like to see it for anybody on the team, man. I mean, I'm an Alabama fan. I want every guy that's committed to the university to succeed, but the truth is he hasn't lived up to it.
No.
I mean, you can't make an argument that he has.
No, you well know. And again, you make a couple spectacular plays, and then the whole media blew up. You see that 17-year-old do that, and the next thing you know, he's the next Jerry Rice. And if he's not that,
yeah, but the difference is all of them. I mean,
Bernard is
there's a bunch of receivers that are better. He's a playmaker. He's a playmaker, and that's what people need to just. That's what people just need to understand. He's a playmaker.
Talking trash. We're we're breaking down performances. It's not talking trash. Like that's what
it's kind of what we do here.
Kind of what you do on shows like this. Yeah, we're not go stand out at the practice and hey, you suck. Like no, like it.
Yeah,
okay,
this isn't a personal attack. I've never questioned Ryan Williams,
attack.
The man. I've never said he was a horrible human being. In fact,
kid,
I've heard really good
athlete.
things about the kid. I've heard good things about him.
I'm not really sure that stuff like this is the show for you if that bothers you.
Yeah, like I would never say nothing bad about. I'd never say nothing bad about him as a man. I've heard great things about he treats young kids, blah 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 blah. But
maybe
I wouldn't say
My Little Pony or
just move on. Just move on. I already removed him. Just move on.
Well, I just want to state one thing. You wouldn't say it to their face. Oh, I absolutely would. You don't know a damn thing about me. I'll say it to their face, your face, and anybody else's. I don't live scared.
Okay.
So keep that. Now we move on.
I mean, we're rolling right into it.
Apparently this person did not watch the show prior with Marvin Constant, who was saying much worse and would say it to all their faces and actually played for Alabama. So what do you know?
I don't know if he was worse than me on Saturday night.
No, he wasn't. Look,
no.
Nobody was worse than you on Saturday night.
No.
You had a full blown fan meltdown.
That wasn't a meltdown. That was light. I didn't break nothing. I wasn't screaming that loud.
I will say, look, unless you can pull a VCR straight from I pulled VCR because I had a buddy do this. But I don't know if people remember there was a year in Baton Rouge where, this early 2000s, Alabama receiver literally gets pulled down in the end zone by LSU defensive player. LSU defensive player intercepts the ball. There's no pass interference. A buddy of mine rips his VCR straight out, spikes it so hard on the fireplace it bounces up and hits him in the head. The good old days. Speaking of,
I did that on the kick 6, except it was a TV and I Spartan kicked it in half.
I broke my AJ McCarron picture on the kick 6. It was autographed too.
Speaking of kicking, kick 6s, special teams, Spartan kicks. I think there's a better segue into the special teams.
Special teams, my favorite thing.
Van, we're gonna let you. Van, I'm looking at Lou as I say Van because y'all look just alike. Lou, we're gonna let you start this one off.
We're more similar than you think.
It's the beards.
Here's what I'll lead off with. Fire our special teams coach. A freaking stat as quickly as you can. We said it last year. The dude didn't know what the hell he was doing. And you know what changed? Not near a damn thing. Because guess what? He's still running Ryan Williams back to receive kicks. Not sure why. He still can't get people to stay in their lanes on kickoffs. Because if y'all ain't noticed, all they got to do is run around everybody on kickoff return. Because for some reason, Nunez can't get people to stay in their freaking lanes. And you know what? It is your fault. Our long snapper, I don't know what delusions he's thrown on in practice or he's just gun shy, but you cannot tell me there's not another guy on our team that can snap a ball. Put a freaking center in there. Put Joseph Ionata out there. I don't give a damn who you put out there. Just put someone out there that can accurately snap the ball back to give our already shaky kicker, because our kicker already is not good as it is. We need to give him every opportunity to make said kick. So we need to just to really baby the dude. You know, we might even need to have another guy back there just to make sure the kick just gets down. Because if it's anywhere wrong, our kicker, I mean, that was one of the worst shanks I've ever seen. I know somebody got a hand on it, but it wasn't that much of a hand. It's not like he freaking Kong spiked it. It was like a finger. Come on. And it wasn't even really that, bad. Or put the freshman in. Hell, put freaking one of the freaking, I don't care who you put in. Because he's not missing 45 yarders, he's missing chip shots. And seriously, just fire the coach, man. Just get rid of the coach. Just get rid of the coach. And probably Talty too. Let's just be honest.
Probably. Bye, Talty.
Trust me, there is the next all-pro kicker at some MAC school right now somewhere. Go find him.
No, screw that. Go get freaking that kid from Game Day that made that freaking kick in his bare feet. Go sign that dude. Yeah, go sign that kid. Because at least I know he can make a 30-yard field goal in his bare feet. Connor Talty can't hit a 15-yard field goal in cleats. So,
and that's what a lot of people write down the whole time, man. That's so much more crazier than kicking a normal field goal.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Much more pressure.
Go get that kid. And he's got Pat McAfee and that ugly Ohio State former quarterback talking to him in his ear. So it's like, yeah, I mean.
Hey, Justin just said the kicker from West Alabama is making 65-yard field goals. You telling me it wouldn't be hard to convince that kid to drive an hour down the road to play at the University of Alabama?
Dude, the high school I played football at, Evan McPherson played there. He's in the NFL now. He played at Auburn. His brother played at Florida. He's now at Auburn. I don't really remember how it goes. And now they've got another kicker from Fort Payne going to Mississippi State, and this kid's kicking 60+. And I'm like, why ain't we getting none of these guys, man? Like, what is the deal? But, first thing that popped in my head when I seen the topic was Master of Disguise. Are we special enough for the special teams club? Man, we're lacking big time in special teams. The only two guys I can brag on are Cole Adams for ball security and smart decision making, and Blake Dowd, who has developed into a pretty decent punter. Past that, we can hold open tryouts. I seen Nick Saban Jr. and Latoya were offering to help, and we'll take them. We kind of need to open the hood and rehaul this engine. Start with the kicker, Talty. I understand the placeholders having to reach up for it because of a high snap, and that might throw your timing off. I get it. I do. But the placeholder still did a good job of snagging it, getting the laces out for him, and having it ready. If he hadn't missed so many kicks this year, a lot of them gimmies, I might have more sympathy. But guess what? I don't. You got to make it. Conditions are rarely going to be perfect for you in college football. That includes weather and what's going on around you. So stop yelling at your teammates for your mistakes. Get better at your job before you blame others. If I had been that guy he was yelling at, I would have lost my scholarship. I'd have beat him down. We're losing net yards trying to return things on kickoffs, then we should just take the fair catch. I mean, get it at the 25 and let's go. Now we get into the punt returns. What the hell was we doing with two returners out there? The only team it confused was us. Ryan Williams has ball protection issues. We've stated that previously. He don't need to be returning punts. Cole Adams ain't the flashiest guy in the world, but he does a good job. He knows when to field it, when to fair catch it, and he knows how to secure it, most importantly. It's the simple things. Go ahead.
Why did they make the switch, Van?
I still don't know. I can't understand it, man.
When did Cole Adams mess up? Sorry to interrupt, but that just
you're good.
When did he do anything to lose his job?
All right, so I see a comment. I see a comment here going back to kickers about how good Talty was in high school, and I'll get to that in just a second. But back to the punt returns. Why? And you just asked, why was he back there? I don't understand it. I mean, Cole Adams has done an amazing job of doing what he needs to do, because the simple things can get you beat the easiest, and all of this added up Saturday. So I'm going to be blunt like Lou here. Nunez, the special teams coach, he got to go. He got to go. We went out and got a Groza award winner before, and he made him look average too when he was there. Talty was a good kicker in high school. He's not looking so great there. That starts to make me look at your body of work and think maybe it's you. It's the coaching, okay? Between the coverage on kick and punt returns and struggles on the field goal game, it's time for a change, boys. Nunez got to go. And Cole Adams is fast, but I'm just saying he's not that shifty guy that you know that guys hope for, like X Factor to Chiefs back in the day. But man, he secures the ball. He does a good job. I'd like to see him in on offense a little bit more too, but that don't really matter. The point is he should have been out there returning the punts. We don't need Ryan Williams helping that department.
I have. Go, pop it, Luke.
I mean, I don't. I mean, there's.
I don't understand. Again, Cole Adams has done the job. I don't.
Yes.
I'll be real, man. On punts, if you got a guy that can return one and make something happen every once in a while, great.
Mm-hmm.
The main fucking thing is field it.
Hey, at the risk of being this guy, since I'm already the bad guy, I'm just gonna lead into a whole full Tony Montana style.
Maybe I'm the bad guy.
If I'm Cole Adams and that shit happens, I want to know why.
Yep.
Why am I being benched so that you could give the drama queen of our team an opportunity to wake up? He should have already done that. This staff needs to stop giving out chances because it's hurting our team as a whole. Mm-hmm. Cole Adams could have been in there making plays. We saw it last year on offense before he got hurt. The kid has got it. He's got the it factor, and he's used to being physical because he played physical football. So I don't understand why the logic behind some of their moves just to thrust Ryan Williams. It's like, bro, he's the weakest player on our team. When people see him out there, their teeth they start to show their teeth because it's like, well, they're not ripping out no tough guy. When Lottie Brooks or Cole Adams out there, they're like, oh shit, we might actually have to play some football here. But when Ryan Williams out there, like, all we gotta do is push this little grasshopper and he gonna fall. And he has. Yeah, does he make plays? Yes, he's a playmaker. But I'm really getting sick and tired of this whole narrative that everybody's pushing on him, that he needs to be this, he needs to be that. He needs to do one thing, and that's catch a football. He has yet to do that for me this season.
Yeah, let's start
all
there.
His catches are here. It's simple. So many people have done it. So many greats in the NFL are still doing it that wore the Crimson A. And from what you said, I'm going to break all Smitty's records. I'm going to do all this. I'm going to do all these big things with that bright-ass smile of his. Like, bro, get in the football field and prove it.
Did he say he was going to break Smitty's records?
Hell yeah, he did.
Shit.
It's like, bro, seriously, it's like Alabama's able to talk because they performed on the damn field. Yep. You ain't done a damn thing. You ain't even had 10 touchdowns yet, I don't think.
He didn't talk. He did.
No, Smitty talked. Smitty talked a lot. Yeah, Smitty talked a lot. The players talked about Smitty being an asshole in practice when he'd do the freaking DBs. Smitty talked a lot, but Smitty also backed that up and brought that shit.
Nope.
No, Smitty.
And you know why Smitty got on the field first as a freshman? Because
when I say Smitty didn't talk, Lou, when did you hear Smitty talk to the media, though? Talk about all the things he was going to do.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Lou. Smitty
he never talked.
No, he didn't. You know,
think about it. Think about back. How many of those dudes did you actually remember hearing from?
No, Smitty talked shit. When I say he didn't talk, Smitty didn't boast in the mid. Smitty just did.
None of them did. Saban would pick out certain people to talk to the media every freaking week, and that's all you would see.
Yeah, he didn't allow bulletin board material.
Listen, you got Jordan Raynaud on podcasts. You got half the team doing podcasts throughout the freaking week. Yep. It's like, no, you guys should be studying film. What the hell are you doing on a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Like, realistically, like, and if this is to address a question that was in the chat earlier, if DeBoer's an SEC coach, he might not be, because if he can't keep his players' mind in football, this is why your players aren't performing to the level you need them to, because you allow them all this freedom to do whatever the hell they want to do and just expect them to do it on their own. Well, guess what? They're college people. They're not going to do it on their own. They haven't done it on their own. So if that's the issue, then DeBoer's not the guy. He needs to freaking put some discipline in this team. I don't want to see they should not be doing interviews. They shouldn't be shooting commercials. They shouldn't be doing podcasts right now. All that shit should be stopped.
I
They
agree.
ain't earned that shit. I mean, like, realistically, stop giving them stuff when they ain't earned nothing, because this team hasn't earned shit.
That's fair.
When they're acting like they have, and I'm generally just sick of it. It's
No, man.
embarrassing.
I want to piggyback off that, man. I agree with you 100%. Guys ain't earned nothing yet. They ain't won no championships. They ain't been part of no championship squad. They've earned nothing. And you know what? If other teams want to let them do podcasts, if other teams want to let them shoot commercials, do this, that's great. Go to those schools and play. That would be my upfront thing as a head coach. You're not doing that here. We're about football. That's your job. It's how you got here. It's how you got the scholarship. You didn't get it here cutting TikToks. You got it because you were a good football player. No, we're going to take you and mold you and craft you and make you even better. And as a unit, we're going to go out and beat teams and we're going to win championships. You're not here for all that. I don't know why you would come to Alabama wanting all that. I would go to an easy, relaxed school and just do what I wanted to do and be big fish, small pond, because you get left behind with that attitude here, because there's going to be people that come in behind you. We've seen it this year that will steal your job because they're about football. They're about business. And you can't deny guys like that after a while. So, yeah, I'm 100% with Lou, man. There's too much going on, too many distractions. I'm tired of this anxiety-ridden guys that get out there and get panicky and get nervous. We ain't got time for that, man. This is SEC football, brother. You got to be about your business. Things aren't going to go perfectly. You know, I don't want to just chunk Ty under the bus, but like I said before, we didn't have that same energy with Milroe. You got to keep it balanced. Because as much as you wanted to talk about Milroe, he also won some big games for us. He was 2-0 against Georgia. He never lost to Auburn. He done a lot of things at Alabama. But when he couldn't do certain things that we needed him to do, everybody threw him in the fire. But now I'm seeing everybody protect Ty, and I'm like, no. If he ain't playing good, call it out. He can handle it. He's a coach's son. He's used to this. He's used to tough love. You don't have to attack him as a person. You don't have to go after his family. You don't have to threaten the man. That it ain't needed. But what you do, if you question it, guess what? The fans put money in the stadium, all right? That they play in front of 100-something thousand for a reason. They're allowed to criticize guys. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
And for coming from a guy that said he sat and stayed at Alabama for games like that and to go out and perform like that, well, you should know, sitting behind the dudes that you sat behind, did you not see how Bryce prepared?
100%.
You saw that. You saw that firsthand. You saw.
Did anybody get to watch the Panthers this weekend? Bryce got knocked out of the game, goes to the locker room, comes back, throws for 400 and gets a win. That's a little bitty guy right there, man, but all heart. That's a tough guy. And
like, people want to act like, oh, we don't have an offensive line. Bryce Young, his Heisman season, got sacked like 50+ times.
He was running for his life the entire season.
So miss me with that whole we need an offensive line to have a successful quarterback.
Yep.
And plus, Ty was the number 2 dual threat quarterback. If you know what dual threat it means he is a runner.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And this is Alabama. If you ain't performing, we're going to let you know about it, because we got guys waiting in the wind. And I know, DeBoer might not want to do it, and that's fine.
Well, I'll say the same.
Some of us will be patient, but it's the
same argument I had when I used against Milroe. Look, man, Bryce and Tua set a bar. We saw what it's supposed to look like. If you don't do it, we're going to call it out. Smitty, Judy, Waddle, all those guys set a bar. If you don't rise that bar,
Mac Jones set the bar.
Yep.
Mac Jones set that bar higher than a lot of people. He shattered a bunch of the records.
70% completion percentage.
And he had that dog in him too. The same thing you heard about Joe Burrow at LSU. He going at guys at practice. Dog mentality.
But yeah, he got tired of being handcuffed by Saban and having to run these robotic plays, and was like, I'm about to rip this defense's ass. And they ripped the defense's ass, and he got his ass ripped, but it showed Saban why he's like, okay, I got a little asshole over there. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's what you need in a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I want my quarterback to be an asshole, and I want most of my defensive players to be assholes.
AJ McCarron.
Look at most quarterbacks, with the exception of Bryce Young, because there are a few that are good that are just choir boys,
cerebral,
like Josh Allen, like right. But you look at freaking like Baker Mayfield right now. When he was in college, he was grabbing his freaking junk, talking shit to everybody in the country, and the dude won the biggest award in the country and took his team to the playoffs.
Yep.
You gotta have a little bit extra. You gotta have a little bit of cockiness if you want to be a quarterback, especially in the SEC. I don't see that shit from Ty Simpson. You know what I see? I see fear. Fear in his eyes.
Yep.
And that is the problem I'm not sure can be corrected at this point in the season.
Well, I have a question, just a quick question.
Thing, man, every one of those dudes, before you get that, it's a good point, man. Every one of these quarterbacks, they were a little different, but they all had that one thing, like A.J. McCarron. He was an asshole. A.J. McCarron walked into that, not the highest rated quarterback. It was the kid, Phillip Sims. He walked in knowing that was his team, though, because he had the ones in the wheelbarrow. And I think even Phillip, we had him on the show talk about that. Like, dude, AJ, I watched AJ was just different. And when you're different, all those dudes had that different. You said you had a question, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy.
I'm wondering about this, and it's not an easily answered question, but y'all can sum it up quick. I'm going to ask a question this time. Do you think Ty Simpson was the right pick or the safe pick in totality?
For this year?
Yeah.
I think he was the right pick.
Safe pick.
I think he's the right. What are you going to throw Russell, who can't even call the plays in the huddle yet, into the fire and let him just run his shit? No, I think it was the right call.
Nah, no. In my opinion, you brought Austin Mack for a reason. He's technically the most senior one in the offense.
He knows the offense better than anybody on the team.
Well, and he's the one you brought with him. If you ain't putting him in there, then that's
why I said that.
I don't think.
And Austin Mack got a cannon for an arm.
I don't think it was the safe pick.
And it's debatable. I'm throwing it out there. I wanted to know y'all's opinion.
It's a safe pick for more than one reason. It's a safe pick because it didn't piss the fan base off because Ty's been there. It was a safe pick probably with the team because they wouldn't have to acclimate a new guy or follow a freshman. It's a safe pick on multiple different fronts.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, you could agree and disagree.
The safe play is bringing the guy with you. If you're going to play the guy you brought with you, right? No, I don't.
But that's not safe. That's not safe in the retrospect if you're looking at it.
I mean,
look, an outsider
going into this last game, Ty. I mean, we were talking about Ty for the Heisman. He has a bad game, off game. No, I don't think it was a safe pick.
It hasn't just been this
quarterback
game.
That
it hasn't just been this game.
We just praised Will Rowe for beating Georgia. I'm pretty sure Ty went to Georgia and beat that ass this year too. So look, man,
I'm not defending Ty.
No, I'm just saying I don't think it was a safe pick. I think it was that's not safe at all.
I don't think Ty's a sorry quarterback by any stretch. I can't ignore the things he's got done.
Yeah.
But he is limited in certain aspects too.
Absolutely.
And I think we've got guys with better skill sets behind him. Now, does that say they're ready? I don't know.
The oldest one in the room. That's why I say it's a safe pick.
Right.
You went with the most senior guy who had the locker room because they said the quarterback competition was close and Ty edged it out. I don't believe that. I think they gave it to Ty. I truly do.
I don't. I do believe they gave it to the right guy. Go. These guys are trying to win, man. They're not just doing the buddy system. These fuckers are getting paid a lot of money.
I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not saying that either.
But we get a little bit in our own thoughts and feels here. These dudes are as competitive as any person on the damn planet. They are going to play the guy that gives them the best chance to win.
How does that doesn't change anything I said, Petty?
Because that's not a safe play. That's the right play.
It is a safe play if you're thinking about it in the retrospect that Ty Simpson's been here. He has the seniority. They don't want to piss everybody off because they've been in a situation like they were last year.
So you take the risky play that cost you more games? So you made the right call. You played the quarterback that gave you the best chance.
He didn't make the right call because he got his ass whooped in the first game of the season, Petty.
Okay, and so Russell or the other kid would have won that. Come on. No way.
We don't know. They didn't play.
Because they weren't the best quarterback.
You could believe what you want to believe, and I'm gonna believe what I'm gonna believe.
I'm gonna believe the coaches.
You ain't about to change my mind, bro.
I'm gonna believe the guys that get paid millions of dollars to coach at the highest level. Yes.
Yeah, because they're doing a good job too.
Over sports fans on I'm sorry, Lou.
I'm not saying you gotta agree with me.
Like, buddy, I will take
whatever the hell you want,
Grub over their thoughts over any guys on this any day. So
you can believe whatever the hell you want, brother. It makes no difference to me.
And me either, but I'm glad you're like
and plus your opinion really doesn't matter because you're a double agent anyways. For real. If we're gonna talk about that.
It came back.
It doesn't, but
see, so we're just gonna stop talking about it.
Enjoyed it, had a great show. Peace out. It's been fun. But I'm not gonna argue. This is ridiculous. So good stuff. Any questions from the group?
No, I don't think we got. I think we answered them all.
All right.
During the show.
Guys, been real. Enjoyed it. Till the next time.
Roll Tide, ladies and gentlemen.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.